Southwest Conference, alive and well once again here today as these two rivals are set to square off, and we are set to bring it to you. Welcome to Kyle Field in College Station, Texas. It's the Arkansas Razorbacks and the Texas A&M Aggies. Along with David Pollock and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
When you walk into Kyle Field in College Station, Texas, it is so dynamic. From the traditions, the cheering, the crowd in unison. It is straight up and down of electric Aggie pride. This is one of the most unique places you can ever watch a college football game, and we expect it to be just as loud and energetic here today. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Arkansas's offense onto the field first, and we'll see their opening script. Last time these two squared off in the Southwest Classic, it was the Aggies gigging the Razorbacks in a close one.
I think we saw a lot of mental toughness in that game, too, by Texas A&M. Things didn't always go great, but they were always seemingly able to respond, and I think that's going to be a big key in this one, David.
And which one can keep their cool? In these rivalry games, sometimes it pops a little bit more. There's more emotional and there's more adrenaline, and sometimes you can make some bad decisions. A&M's did a good job last year, but a big challenge with the Razorbacks today.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beater. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
On the ground, it's Russell. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. The Razorbacks will punt it away on 4th down. He'll take it on the return. He's got great speed. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. So the Texas A&M Aggies offense will now get its first chance with the football. And here comes Marcel Reed. Just a miserable game in that loss last time out, throwing 5 interceptions. They'll run it on the counter. Breaks into the open.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Keep it on the ground. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And that's a nice run by the running back. And I tell you what, man, these rivalry games, a lot of times they're decided by who can run the football, who can exert their will, be more physical, because there's so much emotion that goes.
Here's a little room there.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Under fire. And it's a sack.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on twice. He makes a fair catch just outside his own 10 at the 11-yard line. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. The run inside. It's Smith. Punches ahead. They'll give him a yard to the 13.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
Just gets rid of it before the heat.
We talked to the coaches coming into this one. They know field position is going to be a huge factor for them winning this one. They had a really nice punt earlier in this game. Great job getting down and covering it. Won't surprise me if they decide to play it safe again here on 4th.
Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. Slips through the line. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for in a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
They'll move the tight end. Throwing Reed. And he's bounced out of bounds, but not before a very productive pickup.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
Leaves it with the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Aggies are in the hurry-up.
And not great blocking up front. They're struggling to get the running game going. And tell you what, they got to find something. Last week it was a bad performance, and this offense has got to get some momentum early in this game.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Oh, that's one that can mess with your confidence. That is horrible. And that one will sail out of bounds. No chance for a return there. The Arkansas offense heads onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smith. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. He was grabbing for anything he could get a hold of and wound up with a fistful of face mask, and it'll cost him 15. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Jackson will throw. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. These two old SWC rivals might have taken a bit of a hiatus in their series, but once the Aggies came to the SEC, things ratcheted back up quickly.
Well, and that's been some of the cool side of conference expansion, right? You got this rivalry renewed from a long time ago, but since joining the conference, A&M has dominated Arkansas. Arkansas looking to get a little payback.
It always feels big when you watch this game. We've seen so many of these games in recent years being played at Jerry World, and with all the speed on the field from both sides, this is always, I think, one of the more fun games to watch every season.
On third down, he drops to throw. Tight end finds a soft spot. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that third down. And the Razorbacks will call on their punt team. Here's the punt high into the air. And he muffs it. It's loose. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down.
I'm literally walking over to that guy. My man, thank you so much for saving my rump. That could have been really, really bad. I could have been benched, but you got my back. Appreciate you, my man.
Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Here's Reed to throw. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I just feel watching this offense, they need a big play. They need their confidence to get going, get the mojo going, considering they really struggled their last time out. They just don't seem to have figured it out quite yet here in the first quarter.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Sends it back in motion. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. With the catch, it's Craven. Turning it on. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a 1st down. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Plows through the defense. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
He'll go out of bounds, but a solid pickup on the run. Texas A&M going quickly.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense.
Makes the grab in their space. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Reed. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and gang tackled.
Looking downfield, it's Reed. Fires to the middle. Intercepted deep in his own end.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. He's going to run it. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Running inside. It's Smith. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
It's complete on the right side. He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
Here comes the heat. Great protection, and down the middle it goes. Makes a grab on the shot. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
And, man, that has to be frustrating for this defense. You give up a big play, what do you want the secondary to do? Man, you've got to get pressure on the quarterback at some point. And he kept going. He kept having time to go through. If I'm a defensive back, I'm going right to the defensive line. Hey, bro, can we get some pressure on the quarterback, man? That's unacceptable.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. They feed him again. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on 3rd down. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. He's got it on the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Short completion on first down, and here they are with 2nd and 8. The handoff as they run the counter play here. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
The counter play is a great play to mix in with your base concepts. Obviously, everybody flies to the football, bang. Now you pull a guy, you go backside, give him a little counter, keep the defense off balance.
In the red area, it's Smith. Might have it headed to the end zone. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. 3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Stop! Nothing! Denied right in his tracks, and it's 4th down for this defense.
Well, the offense just trying to outflank the defense with a little push pass to a speedy wide receiver and see if they can get him on the perimeter, but just too much speed and awareness on the defensive side of the ball now sets up 4th down.
They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. And they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. They're looking for any type of offense to try to get this thing going down 3-0. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. On the run, it's Owens. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the 1st down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Couldn't quite hang on to the pick, and he will be thinking about that one for a long time.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
Throws to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Horton. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. And the Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. Motion from the back. Reed. Somehow fits it into a host of defenders. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. The Aggies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking for his man in the middle. And he's got it inside the 25. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. And the Aggies, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. A designed run for the quarterback. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks. And
makes the grab, and he will score! Touchdown, Texas A&M!
thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
And he tacks on the extra point. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Razorbacks offense set to begin this drive. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Jackson gonna throw it. Got a man, it's Russell. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Texas A&M will use its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Razorbacks send out the punt unit. He ought to get a little help on this one with that strong wind at his back. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Throwing Reed. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Well, it was a good throw, it was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to fire. Going downfield for the big play. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. He'll try to do it himself. At midfield, he's got room. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the book. 10 time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
From our gorgeous Orlando studios, it's the Week 5 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's start with TCU taking on the number 7 team, the BYU Cougars. And it's the Horned Frogs, setting school records in multiple offensive categories in one of the highest scoring games I think I've ever seen. 2 teams who were very familiar with the end zone today. The outcome today brings them to 4-1 on the season. That is a solid start. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back over to your game at Kyle Field. It's hardly a secret what this team wants to do. They want to feed the beast, let him run it, and control the line of scrimmage. Ground and pound, and continue to add to this lead in the second half. Still 2 quarters to go in this Southwest Classic, a treasured rivalry in both Fayetteville and College Station.
And the Razorbacks will kick it off to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Holly, what did you find out coming out of halftime?
I caught up with the Texas A&M head coach coming out of the locker room. One of the things he pointed out to his team is the rivalry has to mean more to them here in the second half. They've gotten out to a great start at home. They're able to ride the momentum of this crowd. But as you know, everything gets more heated, more intense in these big rivalry moments, and they want to meet the moment. I'll keep you posted on what that energy feels like down here on the field. Back Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Looking for space to the left. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Still 3rd down, but more ground to cover after the flag. Another delay of game penalty. This is just sloppy. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. 3rd down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. Here's Reed to throw. Here's the pressure. Takes a hit as he fires. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Oh, and now the ball has been knocked free. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
It's so demoralizing. I get the big stop, I force the punt, and then we put it on the deck and give it right back to them. I had my helmet unstrapped. I was ready to watch some game film on the sidelines, and now I got to put my helmet back on and get right back out there.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass, it's Reed. Steps away to find some room. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Reed. Oh, they're after him. He's sacked. This defense all over him. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. Lead now 7 here in the 3rd quarter.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. That's caught. It's Russell. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. The run inside. It's Russell. Got enough for the 1st. Maybe a crease. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one.
And finally, we see a nice gain. That's his best run of the game. And this offense works best when he is going. And then you can throw the passing game and the play action, and there's more balance. So maybe that's a sight of things to come. Maybe they can get this thing going and get back in this football game.
It'll be a gain of 6. Sets up 2nd and 4. 6-yard pickup on 1st down. Leaves them with 2nd and 4. Jackson will throw. Open on the right side, that's Smith. Could not make his way to the corner.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield. He's got some speed and wheels himself to run with him. And yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. The Razorbacks will send out the punt unit. This will be the 5th kick of the night. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. The give to the back. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. They'll go right back to him. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Motion from the wide receiver. Finds his man. It's Horton. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I don't know that there's a harder position in football to play than cornerback. You know, all the space in the game, the speed of the game, the big bodies out wide. But to be able to break on those short passes and be an open field tackler like that and give up no yards and protect deep, that's a nice job by the corner.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Reed. Pressure coming. And the deflection by the defense. Great play on 3rd down brings us to 4th. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And that one will find it. Into the end zone for a touchback. The Arkansas offense heads onto the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. Didn't put much on that one, and it's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
And they'll knock him down. The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on 3rd down. Jackson gonna throw it. Under fire. Hit as he throws. And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on 3rd down. And the Razorbacks line up to punt it away.
And this offense, man, it's just been a struggle. Everything's been hard so far through the air. And they can't get the passing game going. Something has to bust loose. They got to get something going to create some momentum and some kind of urgency in this offense.
Makes a move. Boy, did he show it all on that return. The speed, the explosiveness, and took a little momentum with him out of bounds. Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
With the catch, it's Riley. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. They're working that left side. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. On the move, it's Owens. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. It is good. Hold on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see what's up with that. Can't make contact with the kicker like that. A costly special teams penalty. You've got to know your path in front of the kicker. Offense comes back on the field. Man, oh man, those types of penalties just drive defensive coordinators crazy. Was fourth down, now first down. He'll be stopped after picking up 5, and boy, did he lower those pads and keep those feet moving. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. We take a moment to look at the stats of what has been a tight ball game. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So the final period starts with a second down play. Right back to it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Looking for space. It's Owens. And they'll get nothing going on this one either. At least back to the line of scrimmage, but it is fourth down.
This defense impresses me. When they're in short yardage situations or when they're in goal line situations, they just seem to play tougher. They just seem to play better. They've got guys that get after the football, and now they're setting up fourth down.
So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And it's good! And that will extend their lead even further.
That's a big drive for this offense in the fourth quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
It'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Giving up that last field goal really ratchets up the sense of urgency for the offense on this drive. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. The Razorbacks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll send the back in motion. Jackson will throw. Catch in the middle. It's Marshall. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
And no messing around right now if you're on offense. This is the time where execution has got to be at a premium. You need to hit completions, David. They need some big plays.
And you just want to keep pressuring them and keep making them use the clock, give them the underneath stuff. And again, when they drive the football down the field, I just can't give up touchdowns. Field goal at this point is not going to hurt my defense. Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative or whatever that...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Tries to get it on the ground. And he's not going to be able to wedge his way there. The defense with the stop.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future. Nice job by the D, playing the pass first. QB scrambles. It's the fourth quarter. I got to save time. I got to save possessions. What do I do to end the run? Now I push the quarterback out of bounds. He goes out of bounds. Thank you. I didn't even have to waste a timeout. Nice job by the D.
Well, I got to give the defense credit on that. Third down, they were almost anticipating some throws to the outside. They took it all away, so they forced the quarterback to go into the middle of the field on the drag route where everybody could converge on the receiver and make the tackle short of the first down.
Hauls it in, the first down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. Texas A&M back to work with another first down. He'll do it himself. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Backed up now, here's second and long. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They'll keep it on the ground. It'll be brought down at the 12-yard line. Not enough for the first down. And let's see if they try to convert on fourth.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down, and they do it over and over again? So I think this offense will continue to stay aggressive like they were on the last fourth down.
He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the direct snap, it's Edwards. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their third and final timeout. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Direct snap.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Bob.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
They'll try to tack on a little extra to this lead with a touchdown here on 4th and goal. He will not get there. They'll turn it over on downs, and that leaves the door open.
Low man wins. Defense that time on 4th down was expecting run, and you saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
Pulls it in. It's Platt. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
Coming into this one, I thought this guy was going to be a monster. He was going to put up huge numbers. We know this is...
And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Standing in his own end zone looking to throw. Makes the grab down the left side. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field.
What a throw and catch, and I love that play call. When you're backed up in your own end, it's a great time to take a shot. You're expecting one-on-one coverage on the perimeter.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a huge loss.
And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. Jackson gonna throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And they'll take a knee, the universal symbol for we have this thing in hand. With the 12th man standing at the ready, and at times it seemed as if A&M needed them, the Aggies take down the Razorbacks and win this rivalry game. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis, saying goodbye, everybody.